Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to share a massive upgrade that I performed here on my 2024 GMC Sierra 2500 HD. Now, if you followed my channel for any length of time, you know that I have extensively covered the BAK Revolver X4s tonneau cover, and it has served me very well. I love how slim the profile is. I think it's one of the best looking tonneau covers on the market. In fact, I just published a 2-year owner review on it. If you're interested, I'll put a card up above and a link in the description below. But you know, I'm always interested in putting out helpful content to my fellow truck owners, and recently I discovered a brand new product in the tonneau cover space. This one is specifically a retractable tonneau cover. Now, one of the most common complaints about retractable tonneau covers is the canister takes up so much space in your bed. Well, the product I'm going to show you today solves that problem. Meet the RetraxPro EZ-OFF FRC-4000. This is a full aluminum retractable cover, and it has a party trick that, like I said, guys, it solves the biggest complaint about retractable covers. The fact that when you install this on your truck, the canister, it usually steals about 12 inches of your bed space forever. And I know, guys, I had one on a truck about 10 years ago, and I haven't had another retractable cover since then because I did not like losing all that bed space. But with this new model, you can actually rip out that canister in seconds, and then you've got full access to your bed again. Now, guys, I just want to say right out of the gate that it does come with a hefty price tag, about $2,500, maybe a little bit less depending on how long your truck bed is. But if you're like me, if you're going to spend that kind of money, you want to know, is it worth it? And so I plan to use this product long-term on my truck here. This is a daily driver for me, and I'm in and out of my bed multiple times every day. And so I plan to do a series of videos to give you my long-term thoughts on this product. Now, in today's video, I'm just going to give you my initial impressions, give the install highlights, and then circle back and talk about the pros and cons of this specific model and why I chose it. Okay, so with that, let me start by giving you my initial impressions. And by initial, guys, I mean I have only owned this cover for about 3 weeks, and so these are just my initial thoughts. If you're interested in the long term, definitely make sure you're subscribed for those future videos. But initially, if I just start with the build quality, I'll just say that this thing is a tank. It's all metal, it's got double-walled aluminum slats. You know, unlike the BAK X4s that I had previously, that's vinyl over aluminum. But this is just straight metal all the way across. It can support up to 500 pounds on top, evenly spread, of course. So in terms of build quality, I'll just say this. I think the price point is justified by the build quality. I mean, just check out this locking mechanism right here. This is what locks it side to side. It's very beefy, heavy duty, very robust. You can actually use it as a handle to open and close. And every time I open and close this, I mean, I can just feel how heavy duty, how robust this is. And another thing that occurred to me is think about the security. This is metal on metal. Compare that to a tonneau cover with Velcro on the side where you can easily just peel it and reach in, or even the last cover I had, you know, the BAK Revolver X4s. It's very secure, but this is even more secure the way the metal locks into the metal side rails. I also like that I can lock down the cover at any position along the rails. I'll talk more about that at the end of the video. But overall, guys, my initial impressions, they're very high. You're going to find premium finishes throughout. And like I said, I do think the price point justifies the build quality. Now, guys, for the install, I'm not going to give you every single step, every single detail. Instead, I'm just going to give you the highlights so that you know what you're up against. RealTruck actually has a step-by-step install video for this product, and I'll include a link to their video down below. But as far as the install goes, it's very straightforward. I think it's really just a learning curve. When you're doing one of these for the first time, you kind of learn those tips and tricks. So I'll share some of the mistakes I made, and that way you can learn from them. But like any tonneau cover, it's got side rails that go down the sides, the bed sides of your truck. And so there is some assembly there on the part that locks the canister into place. And so the first step is to take those mounting brackets, the part that locks the canister into place, and you're going to assemble and attach those to both of the side rails. Pretty straightforward there. Then for the canister itself, they do have you attach the Velcro straps for the handles along with the carpeted material that actually goes around the entire canister to give it that nice finished look. So you do secure that with the provided Velcro adhesive strips there. And then basically you just set the canister aside. You're not going to need it till the very end when you actually drop it into your truck for the first time. The next step, and this is the one that took me the longest, and that is installing the passenger and driver side rails. So this is pretty standard. Like any tonneau cover, it's got these side rails that go on either side of your bed. Of course, it's got the clamps that clamp on the outside of the side rail, and they go up under your bedside, and you snug up those bolts. And that's what actually secures the side rails to your truck. So that's pretty standard. Now for my specific truck, which is a 2024 GMC Sierra HD, it's got the standard bed. They had me install these little spacers that go up between my plastic bed rail trim and the actual metal portion of the bedside there. The mistake I made is I didn't get those spacers up high enough. You want them as high as possible up behind the plastic trim so that they fall roughly where the nylon spacers are and where the clamp actually secures. I didn't get mine up high enough, and so I had to come back and push them up, and it was a real pain because I had pulled the adhesive strip off already. So make sure you get that spacer up as high as possible. And again, the goal is to have them fall where each one of the clamps is. And guys, the part that took me the longest here was getting the distance between the side rails consistent front to back and to align with the distance on the canister so that, you know, everything is precise all the way down the bedside. And, you know, because I'm such a perfectionist, you know, I was just bent on getting that distance to be the same within a 1/16 of an inch front to back. And so, I mean, I was tightening the brackets down, the clamps down, and then checking and realizing, I'm a little bit over, I'm a little bit under. Then I was loosening them up, adjusting the nylon spacers, and I was going back and forth, back and forth. I think it might have taken me maybe 45 minutes or more before I was finally satisfied with the end results. I mean, certainly there's a little bit of trial and error in this process because you got to snug everything up to see what that distance is between the side rails. But what I learned is as I snugged everything up, typically there would be about an 1/8 inch to a 1/4 inch movement there in the measurements. And so as you're, you know, doing those rough measurements, basically add on about an 1/8 inch, a 1/4 inch or so. And that way, when you tighten and snug up the clamps, you know, it's going to compress slightly the nylon spacers and the other spacer that's already there as it clamps against the bedside. It's going to compress. And so that way, that 1/8 inch, that 1/4 inch roughly will compress, and then you'll be at that desired amount. Hopefully that'll save you some time. You can also look at how far out each of my nylon adjustment screws are. You know, I give you some close-ups so you can see, and maybe, I mean, every truck's going to be a little bit different. There's going to be differences and variances front to back, but maybe that'll give you at least a starting point as to how far to have those nylon spacers in or out. Then they also give you these standoff bolts attached to the clamps, and you basically snug those off. They have a little rubber bumper on the end, and basically that's to support the side rails so that they don't have a tendency to fall in or slant toward the inside of the bed. You know, we want them to slant up ever so slightly so that water can run off and so that everything's supported properly. So that's pretty straightforward. And then once everything's all snugged up, it's time to actually drop in the canister. It's a 2-person job. You just each grab a handle, bring the canister over to your truck, and you're going to drop it in closer to the cab side, and it's going to lock into the mounting brackets, and then you slide it toward the back of your truck, and that's going to lock and engage it into the brackets. And of course you got the clasps on either side and the locking pins. And then the last step for me was to secure and attach the drain tubes. Because this is a canister style tonneau cover, it has drain tubes so that, you know, any water that gets into that canister has a path to escape. Now, one thing that's unique here is because the canister is designed to be removed on the go, they provisioned a way to quickly disconnect those drain tubes. And it's almost like a 2-story house where it has an upper gutter that feeds into a lower gutter. And so basically the upper drain tube slides into the lower drain tube, and then you just have to route that out of the bed of your truck. That's going to vary depending on your truck model. The GM holes are actually smaller on the bottom of the bed, which might seem like a problem at first, but they actually thought of that too. And so they supply adapters to step down the drain tube to the smaller diameter tube that'll fit in the factory GM holes on the bed floor. However, you'll notice that I created new holes in my bedside on the side portion and routed the main drain tubes through those holes. So this is completely optional, guys. You don't have to drill holes into the bedside of your truck. I already had a hole on mine because I have a DC to DC charger that's mounted in my bed, and so I had cables running through, and so I had to have that one hole there, and so I figured might as well, I already have the step bit drill in the grommets, might as well just put some nice holes on the side, and that way it doesn't interfere with my bed mat or anything else on the bed floor. So again, guys, that's completely optional. That's what I chose to do. I will include a link to the step bit drill that you need along with the grommets if you choose to go that path. But you can certainly route the drain tubes through the factory GM holes that are on the bottom, the floor of your bed there. Okay, so those are the install highlights. But now for the moment of truth, the main selling point for this particular model, and that is the removable canister. So let's say that I need my full truck bed to haul a bike, or maybe I'm picking up some lumber and I need the full length of the bed. So I'll just show you what it looks like from start to finish to remove the canister in real time. It's really easy. Of course, the first step is just to fully retract the cover into the canister, and then you use the same locking mechanism to lock it into place there. Then take the handles that are Velcroed to the canister. You're going to put a handle on each side, and those handles are just there to help you get the canister out of the truck bed. Then next, on either side of the canister, there's a quick release clasp and a pin that locks that clasp into place. So you pull the pin out, and then you just release those clasps, and then the entire canister, it's going to slide forward toward the cab of your truck. And then you're going to want two people, of course. You just have two people, one on each side, grab the canister by the handle, and it lifts right out, just like that. And so guys, it really is that easy. You definitely do want two people to remove it. The way the handles are spread, it's just too far apart for one person. And the canister itself, it's gonna weigh about 80 to 90 pounds. So you definitely need two people to get it out. But I mean, once you get it out, you've got then full access to your bed again. And I mean, I think that's really what makes this product a game changer. Now let me close out the video by talking about pros and cons, because every tonneau cover on the market has pros and cons. We all have very specific goals when we're looking for a tonneau cover. And so what are some of the pros and cons of the RetraxPro EZ-OFF FRC-4000? And the first one that I can think of is this is built like a vault. It is so very solid. And so I think security is a major pro with this specific model. If you need a tonneau cover that offers security, I think you're going to be hard pressed to find another tonneau cover on the market that offers this level of security. It's going to be very difficult for someone to break into this particular cover. Another pro is just the operation of this cover. I mean, look how easy it is to open and close. It's rolling on sealed ball bearings, and it's just so very easy to rapidly deploy and very satisfying to see it roll up into the canister there. The aesthetics, I think that's another big pro. The matte finish, I think it looks really nice with the truck. It is low profile, not quite as low as the Revolver X4s that I had on the truck before, but it is very low profile, especially for a retractable cover. And then I think the versatility, that's another big pro here. Being able to remove the canister, that was, like I said, that was the only reason why I didn't buy a retractable cover prior, was because of all the space that it takes up in your bed. So the fact that now I can remove that canister when I need to, that eliminates that major complaint, that major problem. Another pro is that I can stop and lock the cover at any point along the rails that I choose. To do that, you do need your key. You just push down on the locking mechanism, insert the key, and then you're going to turn it 180 degrees, and that's going to lock the cover at any position you choose. Now, in terms of cons, like I said, right out of the gate, the price point, $2,500. That is a lot of money. You could buy multiple soft covers for that price point. So is it worth that money? Well, make sure you're subscribed. I plan to do several long-term videos on the cover. Another potential con to consider is the weight. When you install this cover on your truck, you're going to lose about 100 pounds off the payload of your truck. So if you've got a half-ton truck with a payload of 1,400 pounds, well, it's going to be 1,300 pounds once you install this cover on it. I've got a 3/4 ton truck here and the payload is fairly high, about 3,300 pounds, so not as big of a concern for me here, but depending on how you use your truck, you just want to think about what that weight is going to do to your payload numbers. And then last con is, even though this canister is removable, when it is installed in your truck bed, you're going to lose about 12 inches of bed space right here. For those curious, I have about 9 inches of bed space underneath the canister to the bed floor right there. But I mean, if you're the kind of person that you don't plan to remove the canister that often in the first place, well, then it's always going to be taking up space in the back of your bed. Compare that to the previous tonneau cover I had, the BAK Revolver X4s, that rolled up on top of the bed rails. It didn't take up any space in the back of the truck. So although this is removable, it still does take up space, and it is one of those things you do have to physically remove it, and that does take a couple extra minutes. So, does the RetraxPro EZ-OFF deliver? Initial impressions? I'd say yes. I mean, the materials feel absolutely premium, the engineering feels solid. But guys, I'm going to be using this product long term. I'm going to drive it through the rain. I'm going to take it on camping trips. I use this as a daily driver, and so I'm in and out of my bed almost every day, multiple times. And so I plan to report back and let you know how the cover is holding up after I get some more use under my belt. In the meantime, if you guys have any questions about the install, any measurement questions, definitely drop your comments down below. I do read those and I'd be glad to answer them. If you're interested in purchasing the RetraxPro EZ-OFF FRC-4000, I will include an affiliate link down below to the Real Truck website, along with any discount codes or promotions available. So I appreciate you using those to help support the channel. As always, thanks for watching.